And we are live.
Yeah, dude.
What's going on? It's not your boy Chuckles. It's actually Tom here. And
Nikolai.
Yeah, dude. What's going on? It's
we know audio's working.
Audio's working, definitely.
So, in case you guys didn't see the title of it, we are actually going to be going a little bit over our personal kits. We're not going to go too crazy in depth with it. It's just going to kind of breeze through a little bit of what we normally run. So we'll save the more in-depth stuff for some video ideas that we have in the future. But before we get to the personal kit ideas, just to go over a few things. So this weekend we do have adult night. Woo! So 18 plus. So excuse me. 18 plus only. Pyro grenades are allowed. 400 FPS limit. No minimum safety and no minimum engagement distance. I'll learn to speak English eventually. No minimum engagement distance. So it's a lot more lenient on the rules. And again, it is 18 plus. We will card you if it's questionable. So to play for adult night, it's from 6 to midnight. So normal gaming will end at 6. So you come in, you pay for your admission. If you want to play just adult night, it's $20. $40 if you need to rent. You get one of our rental guns. But that's coming up this weekend. If you're 18 years old, or at least 18 years old, if you're not here, you're boring. And I mean that.
Yeah, lame.
So be here.
Don't be lame.
Don't be lame. I will find you.
And buy guns.
And I will get mad at you for not coming here for adult night. Also, coming up in November, Nerf nights will be coming back. November 7th, I believe, is the first Wednesday of November. It'll be coming back every Wednesday night from 5 to 7:30. So anyone who is under the age of 13 can come and play Nerf with Nerf guns. It's $10 for admission. Rentals are included. So that'll be every Wednesday going on through winter and early spring. So that'll be coming back. A lot of people are excited for that. Another announcement that I am actually really, really excited for. You actually just grabbed a flyer for it. Extreme Dodgeball.
Come see it. Come play. Good time.
Hopefully they can hear you.
Hopefully.
So that is going to be every Tuesday and Thursday between 5 and 9. Tuesday is going to be open gaming. Anybody can come on down. We'll have 2 different setups. We'll have pickup games and we'll have a tournament style. So the pickup games, anybody can show up. It's any age. We're not going to discriminate against anybody. Show up on the Tuesdays. We don't have the specific dates as of yet, but it will be coming in November. And basically, you show up, you pay for your admission, you come in, you play dodgeball. We set you up with teams. You go out there and you play. It's going to be CQD, close quarters dodgeball. The way the tournaments will work is if you come in as a team, you have to have at least 5 to 8 players on your team coming in at once. And you can set yourself up with a tournament. And at the end of the tournament, it'll be a multi-week, multi-tiered tournament going on. At the end of the tournament, there will actually be prizes given out at the end for the teams that do the best. Thursdays will be college night, so you have to be a college student to actually play, but the same basic ideas are set up. You have your pickup games and you have your tournament. So the Thursdays you'll have either the pickup games that if you just want to show up and play with a bunch of friends, or if you guys have a team that you want to go ahead and compete in the tournament. Again, there will be prizes available. So a lot of people were really, really excited about that when we first announced it. We are bringing it. It is coming soon. November is when it's starting.
I'm excited. You excited?
I'm super excited for that.
I just want to throw dodgeballs. I don't know.
I've done it because we did some testing. We did some test games here. Some of the employees tested out the dodgeball to see how it would work in a place like this.
Where was I?
You weren't an employee.
Ooh.
Take your L.
Okay, fine.
It was only for the cool kids. You're not a cool kid.
Hit.
Wow, Speedsoft, they're calling their hits?
Yeah, happens. Sometimes. Not.
But when we tested it out, when we did the employee nights, it actually worked out really, really well, and it was a lot of fun. So we're hoping when we can bring this in, we can keep it on a regular basis because you guys are going to, because of the feedback that we got from it, everybody seemed to be on board with it. So hopefully now that it's going live, it'll stay hyped as much as it is because I'm super excited about that. I'm actually really happy about that.
Hashtag dodgeball.
Hashtag dodgeball. I forgot that hashtag.
Come on. Edit.
Damn it. End the stream. We're done. No.
Pause.
So another announcement that I am also really excited about coming up on the 28th, which is next weekend. Yes, next weekend, next Sunday. We are doing our Extreme Metro Up. It is going to be greatest up ever. Pardon for my my Russian.
Just so y'all can see that.
Still practicing. So, pre-reg is up. I can't pull it up right now for you guys to see, but if you go to our website, extremeairsoftri.com, click on the What's Happening tab, and you'll be able to click on the Metro Up tab, or the Upcoming Ops tab, and you can pre-register from there. So the benefit of pre-registering, you actually get a discount on your admission. You actually get a $5 discount on your admission.
Save money.
Saves money. And when you pre-register, you actually get to pick the team that you're on.
Ooh.
So you definitely need to pick my team. I am actually leading the Spartan Rangers, and we are going to win, like my team has always done. And Chuckles will be leading the Reds, the losing team. He's probably going to hate me if he hears that. So pre-register. If you do not pre-register, you're paying the full amount for it. So it's $35 and $55. Normally, 35 if you need. Yep, 35 and 55. There we go. 35 if you have your own equipment. 55 if you need to rent. Like I said, you get that $5 discount if you pre-register. So definitely pre-register. You do it right from our website. If you do not pre-register, you cannot choose your team. You'll be placed on whatever team needs the help. So it'll most likely be Chuckles' team because he always needs the help.
Oh, I forgot the camera's right.
So, you'll get put on whatever team needs the help. So whoever is either down the most number of people or anything like that. So, as far as that full auto question that you had, now only saws are granted true full auto. So during normal gaming, if you had a saw, you would have to shoot controlled bursts. With Adult Night, full auto. With a saw, it has to be designated as a saw. The refs would actually dictate whether or not it would qualify. But if it is qualified as a saw, full auto. Have fun. If you want to waste your BBs, I think it's personally a waste. But some of you like to do full auto. But if you have just a regular rifle or anything like that, no full auto allowed. At all, unless the game mode dictates that you use full auto. So, but to get back on track about the op coming up. So, pre-register, it will be themed gaming. Oh, someone actually already answered that. So, John, the way that the op will actually work is, instead of it just being force on force like we do during normal gaming, there will be themed game modes going on. So there'll be different objectives that we normally wouldn't run during normal gaming. And like I said, everything's going to have a theme to it. So we're going to try to run it as if it was really the Rangers versus the Reds. They're actually fighting for survival in the Metro system. So there'll be different game modes of trying to steal supplies from the other teams, or where is the store located? The store is located on 1425 Kingstown Road in Wakefield, Rhode Island.
Yes, sir. Come visit.
Come on by when we're
You'll
open.
see our beautiful faces.
I'd say pretty at most.
Well, you look like a foot, but me, on the other hand,
wow. That hurts. Oh my God. That really hurts.
want a tissue?
Shut up. Get out of here. You're not welcome here anymore.
Whatever, man.
But yeah, definitely check out the op. It's going to be great. I'm actually really excited for it. Now,
some young guy is like on it, dude. He's answering other questions before.
Thank you, some guy.
Yeah, some young guy.
Some young guy? Is that a Chinese dish?
I am putting the mask
And
back
we
on.
are flagged.
Yeah.
So, now, one other last announcement before we get to the actual video itself.
Oh my God.
We gotta keep this PG rated, some guy. Keep it PG rated. But one final announcement before we do get onto the personal kits, the whole actual meat and potatoes of the video. We just got in, and I'm actually really, really excited about this. You are really, really excited about this. But the new HK 416A5s. So, not going to go too crazy in depth on these guys because we will have a video. Chuckles will have to get to work on that. There's no way he's not going to. But he'll go more in depth when he does his review video on this guy. But these guys, I'm super excited for this. I actually probably like the Amoebas. The Avalons were great. I would probably take one of these over the Avalons just because of the way it looks. I'm a huge fan of that 416 look.
This is nicer.
So, 1v1 me on Rust, bro. That's what I thought. So, we got 2 of these in. So, if you want one, come by as soon as possible and snatch these up because these things are going to fly out of here. These are not going to stay here very long. So, and speaking of the Avalons, we will be getting the new Avalons in hopefully soon. So, we'll be getting in every model that they're going to be making of the Avalon. So, stay tuned for that. Again, stay tuned for more information on the 416s. We did, like I said, we got 2 of these, so very, very limited on stock. So, keep an eye out for these guys. And we're going to hide this. Thank you. So, now, the meat and potatoes of the actual video. Personal kits. So, we're not going to spend too much time on this. Like I said, we're just kind of doing this as... I have had questions on what I personally run or what Nick personally runs or what Chuckles runs or pretty much most of the other employees. So periodically spaced out we'll do some personal kits from a bunch of our employees on here because a lot of you guys are actually curious about that. So I'll start off with what I'm wearing right now, which I actually forgot I was wearing it because it's actually really comfortable. But this is actually a Mayflower APC. So it is a real steel plate carrier. I don't have real plates in it because I don't have that kind of money. So these were actually custom made, I guess you could say. Custom made plates. Literally, it's an exercise, a yoga mat cut to look like a plate and then shoved in there. But I usually run this. It's very, very comfortable, very, very lightweight. Even when I run my Polar Star, carrying the tank on my back, I don't have a light tank, and even then, the way that this is actually spaced out, it's really comfortable. I barely even notice that I have it on my back. But very lightweight, very comfortable. These did not come with it, these little shoulder pads, so these are actually separate that were added on after the fact, just to make it a little bit more comfortable on my shoulders. I do have the triple mag inserts. You can't really see it in the video, but I do have the triple mag inserts in here. Normally, you would have put the molly webbing on the front, but I did add these in there just to give me more space on the actual plate carrier itself to toss whatever else I needed on there. So,
you can't take your gun and you can't just shake it to shoot it. If your trigger is that sensitive, that is not semi. That is gun doing itself all the work.
Now, as far as rate of fire itself is concerned, if you're shooting and it's being misconstrued as full auto, even though you're shooting semi, you're shooting too fast. So if I go out there and it sounds like you are shooting full auto, you're shooting way too fast.
Right.
Obviously, that's very subjective because some people will have a different idea of what full auto is supposed to sound like. But it's very hard to dictate how fast you can pull your trigger.
Right.
But like I said, if it sounds like you're shooting full auto, you're shooting full auto. So,
when you go out and play, how many rounds do you shoot, roughly?
Like total in a game?
Yeah.
I'll go through maybe 2.5 mags.
Right.
And these are mid-caps, so they're about 140 rounds each.
Right.
So I'm not usually shooting a lot.
Right.
So if you're going... I've had people that'll go out there that'll go through 5 high caps because of how much they're shooting.
Right.
If you're going through that much ammo, you're shooting way too much.
Right.
So hopefully that answered that question. But speaking of magazines, I actually run the EPM, the PTS EPM mid-caps. These, as far as all the magazines that I have run, these are probably one of the better magazines I've run. I've dropped these things 1,000,000 times, accidentally. I've dropped these things 1,000,000 times, and they don't have so much as a scuff on them. The springs feed perfectly fine. I've never had any problems with these jamming up inside the gun or the springs jamming up inside the magazine. They feed almost every single BB in my gun perfectly fine, plus or minus maybe 1 or 2 times. But it feeds basically every single BB. Like I said, I haven't had any problems with it not feeding into the gun or jamming up or anything like that. I definitely recommend picking these up. We don't have any of the standard EPMs, but we still do have the Speed QB EPMs. If you are into the flashiness, you have the blue, the orange, and the red mags. So I actually want to pick up a couple of the orange mags because orange is my favorite color.
Very nice.
So if anybody wants to buy me a gift, buy me something orange because I love orange. And yes, that includes oranges. I love oranges. Really? Go away. So I got those that I run on here. I do have a double mag pouch. This is literally just stretchy material. There's no sort of retention system on it. I get a double mag pouch because I usually run 2 magazines in my pistol, my sidearm, which I'll get to that in a second. But that holds on to them pretty well. And then I have a miscellaneous pouch. I just kind of use this for whatever extra I want to carry. If I'm going to toss a Thunder V in there, or if I'm going to carry a speed loader or some extra BBs, or I'll just sometimes leave it empty and I'll just toss everything else that I want in there. Like right now I've actually got speed loader, and that's actually all I have in there right now, but I'll just use that to carry a bunch of miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah, 4 high caps, definitely. You're shooting a lot in a round.
Yeah, if you're going through 4 high caps in a round, that's way too much shooting.
And I checked to see if it was Chuckles. It wasn't Chuckles. That would have been hilarious if he was calling to defend himself. Sorry, Chuckles.
Chuckles is a loser. I mean, Chuckles is great. I got dump pouch on my left side. Kind of self-explanatory. I don't want to drop my mags and leave them on the ground. I'll dump them in there so I can at least have a way to carry them instead of having to worry about putting them back inside of the pouches. On my back, I have a place to carry my tank when I'm running my Polar Star, which I don't run very often, but I'll usually toss that in there. I believe it's a Pantac minimap, if I'm not mistaken. I believe is what that is. Plenty of space for both tanks that I actually run. So, like I said, the way that I have this all set up, it sits perfectly fine on my back. I barely even feel that I ever have a tank on there. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like I'm running a tank at all. I do have this is actually a 2-point and single-point sling, so you can actually, it's kind of a little bit of a pain to do, but you can actually take this apart. I'm not going to try, but you can actually take this apart and turn it into a 2-point sling, or I actually run it into a single-point sling. The only time I really use this is if I'm running my MP7, just because the MP7 is very, very lightweight anyway. I just have it dangling out in front. But I never really use it when I'm actually gaming. It's just there to hold on to my guns. But that basically covers my torso. If you want to go over your torso, it's weird saying that. I'm going to go over everything else. I said torso.
Well, my torso, I don't go out there with a chest protector. I just go out there with, a t-shirt. I have my Valken arm pads, paintball arm pads. I wear the Sandana head wraps and headband as well to protect my forehead when I have my mask on. Other than that, I wear standard paintball pants, nothing crazy. And that's really it. I'm pretty simple when
very
it comes
minimalistic.
To, right.
And that's the awesome
Lightweight.
part about Airsoft is you can literally, unless you're doing a dedicated Milsim event, when you're going to play any sort of pickup game, like coming here, doing any sort of indoor, or if you happen to have an outdoor field near you that does just random pickup outdoor games, you can dress however you want. So you can dress up full military kit style, or you can dress up minimalistic. No one's going to just, well, some people will discriminate you, but that's just because people are jerks.
You're a paintballer.
You're a paintballer. You're a speed softer. You're a millstone.
Yeah, it happens.
You can do whatever you want for Airsoft as long as you're not breaking the rules. So if you want to run with that, as long as you're running the proper face protection, you're fine. Yes, full mask, dye mask, which I was actually going to get to next to answer that question. So I actually run the dye I4 personally. I do have the black tinted lenses on there, the smoked lenses. So not the best for low light environments because it does kind of cloud your vision a little bit, but will never ever fog up on you, ever, ever, ever. I've literally tried to get these things to fog up and they have never fogged up, not even a little bit. These guys, the actual mask itself is a little bit smaller than the i5s, which I think you have right there.
Yeah, I have the black and gold i5. Just picked it up the other day.
So a little bit smaller, but then again, I have a slightly smaller face, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Granted, my beard does stick out quite a bit, but I usually run this. Very, very comfortable. The foam around the eyes, even though the foam on here is actually really old, it's still really, really comfortable. It's kept its sponginess, so I can wear this thing all day and barely feel it. I'll usually wear this with my cap backwards. I'll use that to protect the top of my head and the back of my head, and obviously the brim will cover the back of my neck. But I highly recommend picking up either an i4 or an i5. They are hands down the best mask you can possibly get on the market. Mine's a little worn down. It's a little old. It's seen some usage. His mask is brand new, so you'll definitely see a difference there.
This mask is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, they're also really cool looking masks too. They're probably one of, as far as my opinion anyway, they are one of the coolest looking masks that you can get. But that's what I wear as a mask. This is what I would recommend, hands down, over basically literally anything else. The best you could possibly get for any sort of eye and face protection.
Yeah, I think I have 2 i4s. I have 1 Diaxis. I have a JT ProFlex.
No problem, John.
The Di i5. It's pretty crazy. Mask it real.
When you gotta be eye cheat at 4, but hit up the milsim at 4.
Happens.
Hey, so that way I can be Speedsoft and milsim at the same time. They call that Speed Sim or Milsoft. I hate myself for saying that. Trust me.
Good job. You're number 1, Tom.
So now we're getting over to the guns. I've obviously got a little bit more going on than what he does. You don't actually own any guns at the moment yet,
right,
but you will. You actually have a few ideas on what you want to grab.
Actually, I want to know, at the end of the video, I want everyone to comment, and I want you to tell me what you want me to build. And I'll document it. I will have it all on YouTube. And, you know, I want to hear it from you guys. I have a lot of ideas. I was thinking Avalon. I was thinking 416. I was thinking an Evo. You know, I want to hear from you guys what the best gun is and what you want to see built.
Crosswind Springer.
That's rough. That's rough.
So, he's literally been asking me which gun should I get? Should I get this one or should I get that one? I'm like, I don't know. Which gun do you want? I don't know. I want this one and I want that one. So buy both of them. Just buy them all.
I'm going to have lots of guns. It's going to happen.
So now moving on over to the guns themselves. So as my sidearm, she is unloaded. I don't know if you can see that. There's no gas in it. And there's no BB in the chamber. You can't really see it, but there's no BB in the chamber. So she's not going to shoot, for all you people that are going to be butthurt about that. But for my sidearm, I run the Elite Force Glock 17. I don't know if you can see that in the video very well, but it's the Elite Force Glock 17 that does have a nice aggressive grip texture on it because I like my guns to bite me. Really, really comfortable in my hands. Shoots really well. Not the most accurate pistol ever, but then again, they're not made for long range, sniping people from across the room. They're made for closer engagements if either your primary goes down or if you want to run just a pistol, which I get a lot of people that do, and it is fun to do. But I'll run this as my secondary. Really awesome pistol. Close range engagements, this thing is perfectly fine. I personally like it better than the Glock 19 only because I like a full-framed pistol. I'm not a fan of the compact design of it, of the 19, but that's just personal preference. They're both literally the exact same pistol as far as function goes. But I definitely recommend checking these guys out. I don't have any more of the 17s in stock, but I do have a few of the 19s left. So if you guys are interested in picking up a legitimately licensed Glock, these are, as far as in the States, they're the only legally allowed licensed Glock on the market. So if you want one that is actually legally licensed without somebody getting in trouble for having it, Elite Force is going to be the way to go. They did a really, really good job on these. Now, as far as the way I carry it, I actually have a Safariland holster. A little bit different than the SciTac holsters that we sell here, mostly because of the retention system. So the retention system on the SciTac holsters that we have actually has the button here on the actual outside of the shell. So nothing wrong with that. It's still a really quick, easy retention system. The only problem I don't like about that is people can see that button. They know exactly where your retention system is. Mine is right here. So again, I just grab the pistol with a normal grip and my pistol comes right out. And nobody can try to take a pistol from me. Granted, it's airsoft. It's not like anybody's going to try to steal my pistol while it's in the holster, but still, I like that feature. This holster will actually fit a bunch of different models. It'll fit most of the Glock models. It'll fit like the Smith & Wesson M&P models. It'll fit a bunch of different Glock style pistols. So I actually really, really like this guy. Really, really comfortable to actually to wear. Put it right on my side, never even really know it's there.
And if you're looking to get into your first gun, come see us. We'll take care of you really well. Especially if you're looking to be under the $200 mark, maybe I can put you in the right direction.
We've got a gun for every budget. For every budget. Now to move on to one of my primaries. I do have a few other guns that I run, but this is what I've been running for the most part, more recently anyway. This is the KWA MP7. It is gas blowback. Again, not loaded. But it is a gas blowback. So right now, this is my pressure pad for my PEC box. I don't have the PEC box on here right now. I put that on one of my other guns for now. But I do like the gas blowbacks. You do get that little bit of that felt recoil on there, so it does add a little bit to the realism, the immersions, bruh. It does add a little bit to the immersion of it. And it does put me at a disadvantage because of the magazine capacity. And I like having that challenge. So I have to be a lot more conservative with my playstyle. I can't just start rushing around everywhere and just start blindly firing, not blindly firing, no blind fire allowed, just wildly firing all over the place and expect to come out fine.
Thank you for the compliment on the store, by the way. And maybe after the video, what we'll do is we'll turn the camera so you can see all the guns on the wall and everything, and really see the store. But if there's anything, I'm not sure what state you're in, feel free to give us a call. And maybe we can set something up to where we can ship it out to you or something. And like Jonathan said, it's definitely worth a visit. Definitely worth a visit.
And we will hopefully in the near future have our online store set up. So that way, basically anyone from across the states will be able to go right onto our website and buy basically anything in our store. We're hoping we can get that set up soon, because that'll open up a whole big avenue of sales and being able to reach some of you guys that are a lot further away, which I've been noticing. We've been getting a lot of people who are quite a drive, that are quite a drive. We actually have I wouldn't really call him a regular, he's not here all the time, but we actually do have a customer that drives all the way down from Canada on a fairly regular basis just to come down here and play for a weekend. So we've been getting a lot of you guys that are from a little bit further out, which I'm happy to see. So hopefully we can get that up and ready for you guys for if you ever want to buy anything from us. But I've basically covered my main kit. This is what I usually run for the most part whenever I'm running here. So something small, something compact. It's very lightweight. It's easy to maneuver around corners. And the gas blowback, it gives me that little bit of a challenge. I like having that challenge. Even though it's a really short barrel for what it is, it's still pretty darn accurate. I point it at something and it shoots. I do have some of these brand new. So if you guys are interested in picking something up like this, if you are looking to get into the gas blowback world, I highly, highly recommend this. Like I said, I run this as my main primary. So I highly, highly recommend grabbing one of these guys. Out of the box, they do shoot too hot for indoor. So as far as the AK models, so SEMA does make some really nice, inexpensive AKs. For what you're paying for them, they are really, really nice models. They're essentially bulletproof. G&Gs also make some really nice entry and intermediate level guns, right around that $200 range for the G&Gs. Lancers, some of their entry level guns, they've been making some pretty darn good improvements on them. So you can actually get some really nice entry level Lancers, especially the Warlord. I'm actually a real big fan of the Warlord. That's more of an intermediate gun. But the Lance Attack Warlord, I sold one of those the other day, and the kid actually came back the next day, literally just to tell me how much he loved the gun. So that's actually pretty darn big right there. Other brands that I would recommend, like I said, I won't go too in depth on this because we actually do have a previous podcast from a few weeks ago that we went over some intermediate and entry-level guns. But Elite Force is another brand that I would actually also take a look at if you're trying to get into the sport.
Yep.
So, but we've got, like I said, we've got past podcasts, we've got past videos going over a bunch of different guns. We'll have more in-depth videos in the future on other models that are coming out or that we physically have. So stay tuned to our Facebook, our YouTube, Instagram. We put all of our information up on there. So always stay in the loop.
Best vector.
The best vector, Crytek. If you're looking at a vector, I don't think anyone does the GBB anymore. I know they did the GBB for a while, but I don't think they make the GBB anymore. But Crytek has their vector, and it is actually really nice. Yeah, definitely take a look at some of our older videos. We've got a bunch of videos up on our YouTube, so definitely check out some of that stuff.
The Polar Star FPS 2, what it comes down to is the Joule rating is a lot more than an AEG. So, you know, someone that's getting hit at 320 feet per second with a Polar Star, it definitely is going to hurt a lot more than getting hit with an AEG at 350 feet per second. It's tested, it's tried and true. They
have a very similar impact, even though they're at a different FPS.
Right.
And a lot of that has to do with a Polar Star, there's no loss of power going from basically your trigger pull to the BB. Yep. Whereas in an AEG, you've got anywhere from, 10 to 15 moving parts inside of an AEG. Obviously, depending on the gun, blah, blah, whatever. But there's anywhere from like 10 to 15 moving parts inside of an AEG. So with each one of those moving parts, at every connection, there is a slight loss of power. So even though it's traveling at 350 FPS, the actual impact is lighter than it would be with a Polar Star at 320 FPS. Right. That's why the Polar Stars and Tippmans and whatnot have a lower FPS rule than the AEGs do. So, that's basically everything I've got for what the subject of the video is supposed to be anyway.
You guys have any questions for us? Anything that we can answer while we're live?
Anything. Don't be shy.
Anyone want me to shoot Tom with the airsoft gun on camera, or?
If anybody tells him to do that, I'm going to punch everybody in the face.
No, you won't.
No, I won't.
He couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag.
Jesus Christ. Why did I invite you to this? Jerk.
You know what would be funny is if we got 100 viewers on this channel, I bet Tom would shave his beard.
I bet if we had 100 viewers on this channel, no.
How many viewers would it take?
I was about to answer that in the wrong way. Not going to happen. That's how many. That's how many.
I think it should
happen.
happen.
This?
I'll do it with you.
No, how about this? If the population of the world watches one of these streams, I will shave my beard. So we don't have flashbangs, but we do have the Thunder Vs, the Vulcan Thunder Vs, which they don't flash, but they do make a really loud bang, and they definitely will throw somebody off. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a room and one of those have gone off, and it'll definitely distract you.
Yeah, definitely make you pee just a little bit.
We sell them in 12 packs. You can either do the 12 packs without the core. You need the core to use them.
We have the powder kits though too, don't we? I think we have one left. We do have the
powder kits, but I don't recommend using them here. Only because the Thunder Vs do not count as kills, so it's pointless to have the powder kit here anyway. And if I go running out there and I get covered in powder, I'm not going to be too happy. I'm sure a lot of people won't be too happy if their kit gets covered in powder. But there are some outdoor places and other indoor places that will let you do that. It's just we don't allow that here just because they're not allowed for kills. They're only for distraction. So, as far as cost though, don't like to discuss cost on these videos. You'll have to either come on down to check it out, or if your buddy knows how much they cost. We just don't like discussing prices on video. So, yes, actually. So, regular gaming, pyro grenades are not allowed. But if you have like tornadoes or cyclones or anything like that, they are allowed. And obviously people do use the Thunder Vs as well as distractions. Or if you have the XL burst grenades, use those as distractions as well. But we do get plenty of people that will actually run some form of grenade. Again, as long as it's not a pyro. Anything that doesn't have an actual explosion in there. But cyclones, tornadoes, XL burst, Thunder Vs, or anything very similar to those guys are perfectly legal. You can use them here whenever you want.
And if you're looking for eye protection for glasses, right, the dye mask is actually really great for that because it actually has channels to where you can put your glasses through. So in terms of your glasses fogging, they probably won't fog. We have anti-fog here too, so you can put it on your glasses to kind of help prevent that. But the dye masks are some of the best, especially for glasses. And if you have a bigger head, kind of like me, we also have other masks here too that are a little bit bigger as well to help compensate for the size of our heads, you know, because we're so smart, wicked smart.
Relax. Tap the brakes.
Skirt,
Speed
skirt.
limit's 30. You're going 50 right now.
Oof. Gotta bring it up to 100.
But like you were saying about running a mask with goggles, there aren't many full face masks that really accommodate people with glasses. Like he just showed you, the dyes do have that little cutout on the sides, so glasses will fit on your face. The i4s also have that as well. And they are actually from, obviously I don't wear glasses, he doesn't wear glasses, but I do have a couple friends that do wear glasses and they have a dye mask in one form or fashion. And they do say that they are one of the more comfortable masks to wear with glasses. Because you do have that wider goggle itself, you do have the wider lens, you do have that cutout, so it's not pushing the glasses into your face while still giving you that that wider field of vision. So I definitely recommend the dyes as well if you're wearing glasses as far as full face protection. There aren't many people that do just a goggle itself that work very well with glasses at all. Not very many that work well anyway, at least in the anti-fog part of it. But I'm thinking that's going to be about time. So just to wrap up things, so Adult Night this coming weekend. If you're 18 plus, come on by. Rules are a little bit more lenient than regular gaming. Again, 18 plus, we will card you if you're questionable. If you don't stop on by, you are a loser. If you're over 18. If you're under 18, it's not your fault. You'll get there. If you're over 18 and you don't stop by, you're a loser. I am saying that because you're a loser. I'll be here. He'll be here. I'm pretty sure a bunch of cool kids will be here. So if you want to be a cool kid.
And in the comments, let us know what gun you want me to build. And like I said, I'll record everything. And I'll have some pretty cool shooting videos and everything.
Make sure it's the most expensive gun possible.
And maybe we'll run some kind of like giveaway or something like that. So maybe I'll catch you later.
But Adult Night, check that out. Check out the dodgeball. Again, we do have some information on our website. We'll be constantly posting more information as the weeks go by, but that will be starting in November on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays being regular, open. Anybody can come in to play, any ages. And then the Thursdays will be the college nights, so you do have to be a college student, so URI or anything like that, CCRI. You do have to be a college student for the Thursdays. Nerf nights will be coming back November 7th. Again, 13 or younger. If someone wants to come by and play Nerf. I keep wanting to say Airsoft. Wednesday nights, November every Wednesday from 5 to 7:30. Open Nerf gaming. 13 or younger can come by and play. They don't have to have their own guns. We provide the rentals. They don't have to bring their own darts. We have the darts. We'll provide the darts. So if you are under the age of 13, or if you know anybody that's under the age of 13, or has any kids that are under the age of 13, have them come on by. Again, starting November 7th. The Metro Up coming up on the next weekend. Next weekend,
be here. You need to come. This is
going to be huge. Like I said, I'm going to be the leader of the Rangers. Chuck will be the leader of the Reds. Pre-reg is open. Make sure you pre-reg. It's going to save you money, and you get to pick your team. If you don't get to pick your team, or if you don't pre-register, you don't get to pick your team. So if your buddy is on one team and you want to be with them, sorry, you're going to get picked. Well, put on whatever team needs it. So if you want to be on your buddy's team, make sure you pre-register. It's already live on our website, so make sure you check that out.
And if you want to shoot Tom, be on the other team.
And if you want to shoot me, which you won't because I'm better than everybody, I'm not going to say that. That's bad. I am not better than everybody. Believe it or not, I'm actually really bad. I am actually really bad. But if you want to try to shoot at me, go ahead and join the other team. I'll probably be out there for maybe a game or two. I'm not going to be out there the whole day. I'll just basically be the commander. But I might be out there for a game or two. Chuckles will be out there for a game or two. So if you want to shoot at us just because, join the opposite team. So, but definitely take a look at that. That is going to be awesome. That's basically everything I want to say. Anything you need to toss out there?
Nope. Like I said, guys, just let me know. Let me know what gun you want me to build, and maybe I'll do a giveaway with it. So I just got to see what you guys want me to do.
Tom versus Jay, 1v1. I think I could take him. I could take him. 1v1 me on Rust, bro. That's where it's at. 1v1 me on Rust. I hope everybody gets that meme. Comment if you get that meme. 1v1 me on Rust. Only if you legitimately get that meme. Please don't make me feel old. Anyway, so make sure you check us out. Follow us on... Wow. English. I'll learn to speak it eventually.
Hey, meet the nice you.
Meet the nice you. It is great to meet the nice you. So make sure you check us out on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on our Facebook. Follow us on everything. Follow us all the time with everything. Stop in by the store. Check out the store. Check out our field. Stop by on the weekends for gaming. Check us out. I guarantee you'll have a blast. Bring your friends on down. And you said you wanted to do a quick 360 of what the store looks like. So we are going to go ahead and get that. And
see you guys.
We've got our cameraman here. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.